Thank you for joining us once again for today's qualifying session. Sit back, relax, and enjoy what we hope will be a fantastic contest for pole position. When it comes to getting lap time out of this circuit, it's traditionally been about maximising top speed. Do you simply remove as much downforce as possible, hang on into the corners and max out down the straights?
Top speed is a key factor for this circuit. Even if you can achieve the same lap time as someone running less wing than you, chances are you'll find overtaking difficult if you have too much drag.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Impact7 and today I'm going to play in F1 2019. This is my Max Verstappen Drivers World Champion Series. This is episode 9, we're at the Austrian Grand Prix. I'd like to thank everyone who's watching right now, I really do appreciate it. Please don't forget to hit that like button, share, comment and subscribe. Really appreciate on the road to 600 subscribers. If you want to keep up to date with my latest information, please follow me on Twitter, Facebook and Discord. Links all for you as usual are in the description box down below. Alright.
We'll make the changes you requested.
Qualifying 1 now. Kimi Räikkönen's out on track. We might as well go out on track as well. Here we go. On the flying lap now. Did the fastest first sector so far. Maybe too much curb on the inside there. Slightly down on the second sector time, but things are looking good so far. To that final corner nicely. DRS and across the line. Oh my days, just over a 10th down. Very encouraging, very happy with that time. Looks like we're competitive with the Mercedes on this track. Very happy with that. Okay, that's in the qualifying 1 now. Very happy with the results so far. Me and my teammate 3rd and 4th respectively. Shows we've got some decent pace. 3 tenths off of the best pace. Maybe I could gain maybe a 10th or 2, but I don't think I can gain 3 tenths during the lap you just saw a few moments ago. Alright, so the first 5 cars eliminated in qualifying 1 are Kevin Magnussen, Kimi Räikkönen, George Russell, Antonio Giovinazzi and Robert Kubica. Here we go for qualifying 2 now. Faster in the first 2 sectors. Can I keep it going for the final sector? Here we go, around the final corner. Nicely done. Didn't hit the curb on the outside. DRS activated. Can I get the fastest lap? Yes, I can. 1 minute 6.0. There we go. Fastest lap of qualifying. Can I get another win here? Very happy with that time. Very competitive. Okay, that's the end of qualifying 2 now. Bottas was able to beat me to first place by 4 thousandths of a second, so very competitive there. In qualifying 2, my teammate was 6th place. The next 5 cars eliminated in qualifying 2 are Alexander Albon, Sergio Perez, Nico Hülkenberg, Romain Grosjean and Daniel Kvyat. Here we go to qualifying 3 now. We are in qualifying 3 now. I'm going to go out once. So, got to set the soft tyres there. Make sure I've got low amount of fuel. Yep. Okay, I'm going to speed things up and then I'll go out. So the quickest I've done so far is a 1 minute 6.0. That's the sort of time I'm looking for. Gonna go out late just like everyone else. I think that's enough time. Okay, here we go. Currently on my out lap right now. Getting ready for my one and only lap. 1 minute 30 seconds left to go in the session.
Currently, the fastest lap is a 1:06.2.
Okay, so it's not as fast as what I did in qualifying 2. Let's see if I can beat it. Here we go. Oh, beautifully done, first corner. First sector is normally where I do well if I get a good exit out of the first corner. Fastest first sector. Backing didn't step out on me too much there. DRS again.
Seconds left in the session.
So far, so good. I braked a bit too early there. Yeah, cost myself a bit. Still fastest though. 1.5 tenths up. Might have been 2 tenths if I was a bit more accurate going through that previous corner. DRS. What's my time? 1:60 again. Did I get pole? No, I got second place. Bottas must have beat me. Oh, that's annoying. But well done to Bottas.
We're all ready for tomorrow's race, but before we begin, let's have a quick look at those who will be fronting the grid. Bottas, Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton. With qualifying wrapped up, we now have our grid lineup for the big race tomorrow. Be sure to join us then for what will no doubt be a fantastic race.
Once again, a Mercedes beats me by the minutest of gaps to pole position. Lewis Hamilton beat me to pole position in Canada, and now look at this. Bottas done the exact same thing to me in Austria. Oh, that's so close, 0.003 of a second. Oh, there were 1 or 2 corners where I was a bit, either I turned in too early or went in with too much speed. Oh man, that's so annoying, but second place, front row of the grid, I'll take it. That's the end of qualifying. I'd like to thank everyone who's watching right now. We do appreciate it. If you're enjoying the video so far, please don't forget to hit that like button, share, comment and subscribe. We do push my road to 600 subscribers. If you want to keep up to date with my latest information, please follow me on Twitter, Facebook and Discord. Links are free as usual are in the description box down below. Now then, let's head to the race.
The hills are alive with the sound of engines. It's race day at the Austrian Grand Prix. The Spielberg circuit then is situated 700 metres above sea level, with just 10 corners making up one of the shortest laps of the season. One time around here is a distance of 2.6 miles, with the best overtaking chances into turn 1 or the tight uphill turn 3. Anthony Davidson joins me once again in the commentary box, and it's fantastic to have you with us here today. But I'm curious, as a man with experience out on the track, how do you stop those pre-race nerves from becoming overwhelming when you're lining up on the grid?
Well, from the moment qualifying's over, you start to feel the adrenaline in your body build up and the buzz in your stomach as you anticipate the run down into turn 1. It's all a bit like going into battle, and the unknown situation makes you nervous. Those pre-race nerves are a good thing. The day you don't have them means that you don't care anymore. And of course, you have to make sure that all the procedures are second nature to you, so that they're not taking up too much of your capacity.
With the race minutes away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Good job yesterday from Valtteri Bottas. The Finn starts from pole position, edging out Max Verstappen, who'll start from P2. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Hamilton, Vettel, Charles Leclerc and Gasly, Ricciardo, Stroll, Sainz and Lando Norris, Albon, Perez, Nico Hülkenberg and Grosjean, Kvyat, Magnussen, Kimi Raikkonen and George Russell. Giovinazzi and Robert Kubica takes the last spot on the grid. And now it's time to head down to the track.
Here we are on the grid now. This is a 36 lap race, only one pit stop. We're starting on the soft tyres, moving over to the mediums on lap 14. Let's reduce the amount of fuel we have on board to 37, so 1 lap of extra fuel. Alright, doesn't say there's going to be any rain on the top of the screen, but who knows? It's a bit cloudy, so you never know. Here we go for the race. 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. We are racing! Bottas got off to a good start, so too does Hamilton, and I'm being attacked by a Ferrari on my inside. Go try and outbrake Lewis. Go to the corner. Oh, yes, I think I got him. Obviously, my little fight with Lewis and the Ferrari has allowed Bottas to just fly away right now. Main concern right now, yes, I'd definitely like to win the race, but my main concern is making sure I'm ahead of Lewis. Yellow flag's out. As long as I can finish ahead of Lewis, I'll just be chipping away at his lead. Though I would like him to retire, to be honest. Hopefully the Ferrari behind Lewis attacks him to the point where me and Bottas can get away. Make things a bit easier. Starting to pull away nicely from Lewis Hamilton right now, but still need to be careful of him. Can't afford any mistakes. Don't Bottas to get too ahead of me. Out of VRS. 1 minute 12.1. Not too happy with that time, to be honest. Hopefully I can pull a Verstappen in real life and get the win. Fastest first sector like I've done all weekend long. Nice and smooth going through that tight right-hander there. Low on ERS, but it should be okay. So far so good. .7 seconds clear of Lewis Hamilton. This is good, this is good. Oh, ran a bit wide. Trying to push hard to catch Bottas, but
Okay, entering lap 3 now. DRS has been enabled.
I think Bottas did a 1 minute 8.9, I think that was, and I just did a 1 minute 9.1. So it's like 2 tenths quicker than me, which isn't bad. I'll take that, to be honest. Come on, yes, go on, Vettel. Pass Hamilton, please. The further down the order Hamilton goes, the better it is for me. Oh, both Ferraris passed him. Okay, that's even better for me. And it's good for Bottas too. Plus with those guys fighting, it's allowing me to pull away from them. Saving ERS right now. Might as well save a bit of fuel too. So I run a bit low. 2.7 seconds clear of third place man Vettel. Might try the undercut, to be honest, on Bottas. Looks like right now he's got the advantage.
We're leading our teammate by 3.4 seconds.
We're on lap 12 now. For the past couple of laps, the Ferraris in particular have been fighting each other. But now, as you can see on the bottom left, Vettel starts to pull away from his teammate. And right now he's closing in on me. Starting to struggle on these tyres a bit. I'll be pitting next lap.
Gap to teammate behind is 4.2 seconds.
To be honest, I feel like pitting this lap, to be honest. Losing quite a bit of time. .8 now, the gap between me and Vettel. So I struggle on these tyres a bit. If you're enjoying the race so far, please don't forget to hit that like button, share, comment and subscribe. Really would appreciate my road to 600 subscribers. If you want to keep up to date with my latest information, please follow me on Twitter, Facebook and Discord. Links will be as usual are in the description box down below. For those of you who may be wondering why there hasn't been a live stream for the past week and a bit,
Box. We're coming in this lap.
it's because currently I'm on holiday right now, and by the end of this season, that's when I should be back. .2, the gap between me and Vettel now is closing in.
Pitting this lap then. Come into the pits at the end of this lap.
Yep. So I really struggle. Losing ground significantly on Bottas now.
Don't forget, box this lap.
Roger that. Vettel's carrying on. And we dive into the pits. We're the first of the front runners to dive into the pits.
Complete, go now.
2.5, would have liked it to be quicker, but I'll take it nevertheless. Need to get out ahead of the Hasses that are just turning the final corner
That was
now.
our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops.
Can I get out ahead of Stroll here? Just, but I think he might be able to overtake me here. Pretty good position for me. So he's going to try and overtake me on my outside. That's not going to happen, obviously. Going to squeeze him out. Similar to what Vettel did to Hamilton. The exact same corner. A couple of years ago. Actually, I think it was last year. Stroll's got DRS. Straight's not long enough for him to try and overtake me, though. Contact. Oh, Stroll him a spun. Gasly in the pits.
Pierre is in the pits.
So to his Vettel, I think. Too much curb. Getting DRS, help me out a bit. Got warning. Got ahead of Vettel, that's the main thing. What about Bottas? Am I able to gain on him a bit?
Gap to car in front is 11.9 seconds.
Is that a Force India behind Vettel? I think it is. I think he hasn't stopped yet. I think I have been able to increase the gap slightly on Vettel.
The car behind has boxed for the mediums. Car behind on the medium tyre.
Yeah, Bottas has just pitted, so too has Leclerc. Where am I going to end up in relation to Bottas? He's just going through the corner, through the first corner now, so there's still going to be a bit of a gap between me and him. Yellow flag, one of the Hasses are in trouble.
Right, some information on Grosjean. It looks like the problem is terminal. They're retiring the car.
Grosjean's out. 1.6 the gap between me and Vettel. My teammate now is in fourth place, sorry. Nice to see, which means you can continue to close the gap on Ferrari if things stay like this. Maybe even my teammate can pass Vettel. That'll make things even better, but I need to also make sure Vettel doesn't pass me.
Yellow flag. Caution, caution, yellow flags ahead. No overtaking through the caution zone. Be careful until you see the greens. The track is clear. Green flag.
So Hamilton's attacking my teammate. He wants that fourth position back. Oh, I need to be careful not to do that again. Well, lap 20 now. Vettel's been closing in on me ever since the pits, and I believe he's got DRS right now, so I'm in trouble from him. My teammate's been fighting with Lewis and Leclerc, which is why I've been able to pull away from them. I think the gap is around 7 seconds between me and my teammate right now. And obviously, as you can see, Vettel's right behind me. Just haven't really had the pace on these tyres. Oh, Vettel has. Look at the speed. I'm going to get DRS here. I think it was just ahead of me.
Expect to see some rain about 10 to 15 minutes from now.
I think Vettel was just ahead of me going into the DRS detection zone, which was lucky for me. He's going to get DRS here though. Stick to the inside all the way down, all the way up, sorry. Little bit of a lock up from Vettel. I get DRS. I've got to turn everything down, save ERS, save fuel, take full advantage of the DRS. Got a bit lucky on this turn. Got a bit lucky this time around. I think first place is out of the question right now. It's whether I can keep second. A smart strategy would be to just let Vettel through and just concentrate on getting on third place, because while I'm fighting Vettel, it's going to allow the other cars to catch up. But when have you known Verstappen to allow people to go through like that, I guess? But I wanted the DRS, to be honest.
Okay, keep on him. He might make a mistake.
Come on, 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 come on. I want that place back. Come on, come on, come on, go, 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 go.
We pretty much burned off our excess fuel. We'll be back on
Really
target
big
soon.
dive up the
Don't
inside.
wait too long to turn the engine down.
Really big dive. I wanted that place back, and I get another dose of DRS. Oh my days, still got 14 laps left to go. Don't know how I'm going to keep Vettel behind for 14 laps. Oh, Leclerc's pulled away. Leclerc's pulled away from Lewis Hamilton and my teammate, so he might join the party soon. Here comes Vettel. Got to force him to go on the inside. Have a much tighter angle for the first corner. It doesn't pass me here. But he's going to try and pass me here though. Might get DRS. Actually, no.
Battery charge is low. If we turn down the ERS deployment, we can harvest more energy.
No, it's still ahead there. Too far ahead for Vettel to try and pass here, so gonna save everything again. Having to be really strategic how I use my fuel mix and my ERS right now. Right now I wish I was in Bottas' shoes. Nice comfortable drive. Maybe I should have picked a Ferrari or a Mercedes to try and do this instead of a Red Bull. Oh, look at Vettel. Oh, Vettel, 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 what are you doing, man? You have to wait for me, Vettel. Ooh! I was watching him in my rearview mirror there, and he almost spun. Might as well save ERS and fuel while he's not attacking me. That's the best option. Try and make my car as wide as possible. Bottas has just disappeared off into the distance. Driver behind.
Vettel is behind you. Our gap behind is 1.2 seconds. They're on old mediums. Their tyres are 8 laps old. The time last lap was a 1:10.5.
Okay. I'm hoping maybe Vettel's got a bit of an issue here. Because I am slowly pulling out a gap to him.
Vettel behind. The gap to the car behind is 1.4 seconds. They're on old mediums. Their tyres are 9 laps old. The time last lap was a 1:12.1.
Okay. Once across the finishing line again, I'll ask to find out what his time is. It does look like I'm pulling away from him. Yeah, nice 1.8. I think there's damage to his front wing, I think. Yay! Good for me. There should be a sign on the rear wings of this car saying, "Don't you dare try and overtake."
Gap to teammate behind is 10.0 seconds.
If you do, you'll live to regret it. Vettel might become prey for his teammate. Bottas starting to come up to a bit of traffic. That's going to help me much considering how far back I am. Driver in front.
Bottas ahead. Our gap to the car in front is 8.7 seconds. They're on old mediums. Their tyres are 9 laps old. The time last lap was a 1:09.6. You're gaining by 1/10 a lap.
That's basically nothing. Oh, I thought I was going to run wide there. Damn, that was close. Okay, I just got a piece of news over the radio. This is lap 31. Bottas seems to be having some sort of issue, so I'm 10 seconds behind. Oh, if only I was closer. I don't think I'm going to be able to catch him. He does have an issue, but 10 seconds of gap, I'm not sure whether I can catch him in time. I've been steadily pulling away from Vettel while he's been falling into the clutches of his teammate. A win could be possible right now with 5 laps left to go. But I'm going to have to push like an absolute madman.
We advise moving to mix 2, fuel to mix 2.
Leave me alone. A win might just be in my grasp right now. It was 10 seconds the last time I saw. What's the gap now? 9 seconds, so I took a second out of him. Needs to do more than that. Need to take out more than that. So Bottas is being attacked by a car that has already been lapped. It just goes to show just how slow he is right now. 4.2, the gap between me and Vettel.
There's 4 laps of fuel remaining.
Okay, 4 laps of fuel to go. Means 4 laps to go as well. I'm pushing these tyres as hard as they will allow me to. 7.4. Taking a significant amount out of him this time round. Come on! Went a bit wide. That's okay.
The battery is low on energy. Reduce ERS deployment.
What's that? 6 seconds. Let's go! Come on! Bottas is still being attacked by the lap car. Can't afford any mistakes right now. 3 laps left to go. Starting to rain. That might be good or bad for me. Not too sure which one. Hopefully it compounds Bottas's problems. 5.4 gap between me and him. There are only 2 laps left to go once he crosses the finishing line here. The fact that I think it's a Williams. The fact that the Williams hasn't passed him yet.
We're starting to catch the car in front, but we need to look after the tyres. We won't be making another pit stop.
Don't forget looking after the tyres. It may be a win here. Look after the tyres. Unbelievable he said that.
Increasing the gap on the car behind by 0.5 per lap.
Don't care about that. I care about the guy in front. 4.5. 2 laps left to go. Leclerc just passed his teammate. Okay, a bit too much speed there. .9. Come on, he's right there, he's right there.
We've only got 2 laps of fuel left.
Roger that. Penultimate lap right now. Oh, too deep, too deep. Oh, flashback. Got to use it. I think this is the first time I've used flashback. Oh my days, come on. Oh, you're so close. Oh my days. I don't think I'll catch him on this lap. It might be on the final lap. But with the Williams in the way, that might hamper me a bit. Come on. Trying to emulate what Max Verstappen did in real life in the Austrian Grand Prix.
This is your final lap of the race.
Roger that. Oh, look how close he is.
It seems they fixed whatever the
No!
problem was. They're coming back up to speed.
No! Oh my days, after I've driven so hard to try and catch up to him, now they say that he may have just... Oh, come on. Okay, it's done. That's so annoying. Put all that hard work into catching him and now all of a sudden... No, wait. He's fixed wherever the problem was. Oh, man. That's so annoying. 3 cars ahead of me. Nah, it's done now. That is so frustrating. Oh, my days, before I'm going to hit the Williams. Well done to Bottas. Well done. Oh my days, the game just teased me. It really just teased me there. I'll take second place nevertheless. Lewis Hamilton is a couple of places behind me, so I'll be able to close the gap on him even more. Around the final corner. Well done to Bottas. Second place, I'll take it.
Okay, pick up rubber and bring it home.
So, another fantastic victory for the Silver Arrows. Tell me, Ant, how did they manage to achieve this win?
Well, they certainly stood out as a driver with tons of confidence on the track. I think their ability to keep their cool, even during some of the more hectic parts of the race, meant they were able to capitalise on the mistakes of other drivers, giving them the opportunity to make their way to the top spot with ease.
So after a magnificent race, we can now see the drivers making their way to the podium. Once again, it's the Silver Arrows who take top spot, a well-earned victory for Mercedes. So, let's review the drivers' standings. This result narrows the gap between our championship leader and the rest of the standings. So, Anthony Davidson, who would you rank as your driver of the day?
Well, I certainly didn't have any complaints with Kevin Magnussen's performance today. Incredible driving.
It's time to check out the constructors' standings. Mercedes continue to extend their lead. It's been an absolutely wild weekend of Formula One action. I can't wait to see what's next.
Okay, in the Drivers' Championship, we reduced the gap to Lewis Hamilton to 30 points, which is just over a race win. And we're only 18 points behind Valtteri Bottas. We moved up to 3rd place ahead of Sebastian Vettel. In the Constructors, we're now only 15 points behind Ferrari. So we're getting there. Next Grand Prix is at the British Grand Prix, I believe. Please do join me tomorrow for the next race. Thank you very much for everyone who's watched. Really do appreciate it. If you want to keep up to date with my latest information, please follow me on Twitter, Facebook and Discord. Links are free as usual are in the description box down below. Aside from that, please don't forget to hit that like button, share, comment and subscribe. Thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you will have a great day. I'll see you again in my next video. Latest.